Hey everybody, happy February 3rd, 2024. I'm Naila Morris, and I came on today to share something with all of you in hopes that it will be encouraging to you. On January the 6th, I had a heart attack, and um, the reason why I want to share it with you is I just believe that it may help someone else, right? So, on that particular day, I was very lethargic, extremely tired. That was a Saturday, and usually on Saturdays, I'm really not home because that's a busy real estate day. And so it was really strange for me not to be able to actually get out of my bed. Well, I just chucked it up as, I'm tired and um, I'm going to rest today. So I did that. That night, by the time night fell, I rolled over to go to sleep for the evening, and in doing so, I felt my heartbeat literally in my head, and felt it in my feet. It was beating really hard, really strong, and I knew that didn't feel right. Right, so I got up, and my daughter came in, and she took my heart rate, and it was at 168 beats per minute. So we all knew that wasn't right. So, but here is what I want to say. Um, God is a keeper. He kept me. He kept me. He allowed me to get up, get dressed, get downstairs, get in the car, get to the hospital. And I didn't start to feel weak in my feet until I got to the desk of the emergency room. And so they began to, work on me and get me into a room, work on me. Doctor came in, and it was so great because it was actually a physician that our daughter Kay had worked with as a scribe. And so that was pretty cool to be in her setting. Of course, not under those conditions, but to know that she understood what was going on was truly comforting to me. But I want to say that they ran this test. It's called a troponin test. It checks the troponin level, which is an enzyme in your heart that kind of tells you what's going on. And so it was a simple blood test that they ran, and they typically do 2 to 3 of those particular tests, right? So they check the levels 2 to 3 times, and they compare the results. And so my results showed that my troponin level was increasing, and it was increasing going north. So it was going up, which said something's going on with my heart. And so they ran some other tests as well, and determined that I had a heart attack. And so they began to prepare to transport me to the trauma center. And I didn't know that I had the heart attack. The doctor was so kind to me at the time because I really thought, that there was some chest pain, and, they were going to give me something to lower my heart rate, the novice in me, right? But, they was going to send me home, right? Somehow I thought I was going home. But backtrack a little bit. I had some time. God gave me some time to go into the closet, right? And I prayed and I asked God, what is this? And God said, this will not take you out. So when the Lord gives you a word, you move with that word, okay? Because his words never change, and he's a man that he cannot lie. And so we get to the point of being transported, and the paramedic comes in and he says, do you know why I'm here? And I said, well, I got some chest pain. They want to send me over to the trauma center to get checked out. He said, no, you had a heart attack. And yes, we are going to the trauma center, but you'll be going into the heart center when we get there. So it was a feeling of peace because I had already heard from God, right? But then also, whoa, what? Okay. So we get there, and I'll share more about that experience. But the cardiologist, at that point, we had a bunch of tests that they were doing, went on a bunch of medication, all the things was happening quickly. And the cardiologist walked in and he said, Why are we here? You are too young for this. Why are we here? So he began to ask me questions about my medical history, and he said to me, have you ever had cancer? And I said, yeah, I had Hodgkin's lymphoma. And he said, did you have radiation and chemo? And I said, yeah. He said, we're here because of the radiation. He says that typically does some damage to the heart. And I said, but that was 20 years ago. He said, and yeah, your heart shows it. I was absolutely amazed at how God can keep you, never leave you, and you don't know when you need to be kept. Friends, family, it still takes my breath away to know first and foremost how much God loves us. But I come today to tell you guys, when you get your physicals, ask for those invasive tests that are going to really truly tell a story. Because here's the thing. I was sitting in my doctor's office 24 hours before I had the heart attack, ran my vitals, did blood work, nothing ever showed up. Have had physicals every year, nothing ever showed up. But what I have learned is there's a test to test the troponin level that you can ask for. It's a simple blood test. It may take about 3 hours out of your day, but I'd rather you to take 3 hours out of your day than for you to go through what I went through on the 6th of January. Okay? So ask about those tests. Ask about the test that checks your creatinine level for your kidneys, your liver enzymes. Ask about those results and ask about, just how you're truly doing. But first and foremost, put you first, because you cannot be here for anyone else if you are not well. So it's just a few things that I just want to share in love with all of you. I am doing well. I'm getting stronger every day. Cardiac rehab is working well, but most of all, God's hand is on me. So I'm okay. I'm all right. I love all of you. Every last person that's looking at this video, I believe it's purpose for you or for someone you may know, to, go in and have those tests done. Have your physicals. If you're not getting physicals, have your physicals done. Check on you. Okay? So I hope you continue to have a good rest of your weekend. Do me a favor. Do me a big, 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 big favor. Enjoy the day that has already been blessed for you, because I certainly am. Love you all so much.